What's up, folks? We're coming in hot with new intel and insight from Hasbro on the G.I. Joe Classified series. Cobra-La is on the way, and we have new details. What did Hasbro's G.I. Joe team reveal about Pythona? What have we learned about Big Lob? And what brand new G.I. Joe Classified figure is even better than expected? We've got answers on all of that, and a lot more. Watch until the end for all of the latest updates and insight from the G.I. Joe Classified team. And remember, when it comes to G.I. Joe insight, clarity, and consistent quality, there's no substitute for the real thing. We bring you news and entertainment without any corporate bootlicking, softball treatment, or selling out. Before we get started, if you're not yet subscribed to VIPER Island, now is the perfect time to join the largest G.I. Joe audience on the planet. Subscribe today so you don't miss an episode or any of our insight, research, and opinions. First up, during the San Diego Comic-Con fan stream, the Hasbro team dropped a little tease that got fans buzzing. A sculpted accessory was shown, something that looked organic, jagged, and almost fossilized. It has sharp ridges and intricate texture work. For longtime fans, the detail was instantly familiar. It matches the fossilized dragon wing sculpt that comes with the Globulus figure. If you know your G.I. Joe history, you'll remember Globulus as the ruler of Cobra-La, first appearing in the 1987 animated movie. His design blends snake-inspired elements with bioorganic armor, making him one of the most unique villains in the franchise. Look closely at the sculpt, and you'll see all of the hallmarks of Globulus. Spiny protrusions, vein patterns, and asymmetrical edges that feel alive in their own eerie way. This ties directly into the Cobra-La theme that Hasbro's steadily been building, especially after revealing Pythona during San Diego Comic-Con 2025. So, why is Globulus such a big deal for Classified? It's simple. He's the linchpin of Cobra-La. Once he joins the line, Cobra-La is no longer just a quirky corner of Classified anymore. It's a full-fledged faction. Here's where things stand right now. Serpentor has already set the bar high. Nemesis Enforcer brings the muscle. Once a Man Cobra Commander adds the tragic, unsettling backstory. Pythona, the Fall 2025 convention exclusive, covers the stealth and intrigue. And with Globulus on the way, the only major piece missing of the puzzle is the Royal Guard. When they inevitably arrive, Cobra-La will be a powerhouse sub-team within Classified, arguably one of the most complete and thematically consistent groups in the line. Now, here's where I want to hear from you. What do you think of Cobra-La's growing presence in Classified? Do you see this as a bold and exciting expansion? Or do you think the line should stay focused on more traditional characters? Drop your thoughts below, we'll be checking the comments, and we can't wait to see where the community lands on this. And on the topic of Cobra-La, next up, let's discuss Pythona. When Hasbro revealed Pythona, fans immediately knew this wasn't going to be just another Classified series figure. During a recent interview, Lenny from the Hasbro team pointed out that one of her bioorganic creatures is molded so that it can latch onto other figures' faces, straight out of G.I. Joe the movie. Tony from the Hasbro team didn't mince words either, comparing them to oversized ticks. Creepy? Absolutely. Memorable? Even more so. This deluxe release features Pythona with all new parts and a striking websuit constructed from eerie membrane-like layers. Her cape is made of cloth goods. At $40 US, she's set as a fall convention exclusive, rolling out first at New York Comic-Con, MCM London, and other conventions, and then finally hitting Hasbro Pulse later. Diorama shots will follow later this fall, but for now, it's safe to say that Pythona is already shaping up to be a showstopper. Keep an eye out for diorama images which show one of the creatures clinging onto a Joe's face. Which one do you think it'll be? The figure comes packed with 14 movie-inspired accessories, a gem, an alternate ponytail head, 2 chakrams, 2 fists, a poison effect hand, a smoke effect hand, plus 5 of her unsettling biomechanical creatures. It's an arsenal of detail that makes her one of the most elaborate Classified series releases to date, at least in terms of accessories. What makes Pythona so significant is how she redefines what a G.I. Joe figure can be. The Classified line is often dominated by military-inspired designs, but Pythona breaks the mold with her alien, otherworldly aesthetic. That uniqueness, combined with her deluxe treatment, makes a very strong case for Pythona being the best female figure in the entire line. Her arrival also continues the steady expansion of the Cobra-La mythos within Classified. Joining Serpentor, Nemesis Immortal, and the grotesque once-a-man Cobra Commander, Pythona deepens the lore and gives fans another essential piece of the 1987 movie brought to life in 6-inch scale. And if you count Crystal Ball as Cobra-La, then the ranks are filling out fast. Pythona will arrive this fall. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. Next, Big Lob is officially stepping onto the court of G.I. Joe Classified. For the first time, this underdog cult favorite is getting a proper mainline release, with a brand new sculpt that finally does justice to his larger-than-life presence. In G.I. Joe the movie, Big Lob towered over most of his teammates, and now the Classified figure will reflect that same extra height, setting him apart from the rest of the lineup. We believe there's a strong possibility that Hasbro might even borrow tooling designs from the short-lived starting lineup line, something they've already done with Marvel Legends Gambit. If that's the case, Big Lob could sport a removable basketball jersey overlay, giving the feature an authentic look straight out of the movie. The alternative, a painted-on jersey, just wouldn't capture his style with the same effect. So why does Big Lob matter? Introduced in G.I. Joe the movie as part of the Rawhides, alongside Chuckles, Tunnel Rat, Law & Order, and Jinx. He made his mark with a unique personality and memorable play-by-play style of calling his own moves. Despite his role in the movie, Big Lob's action figure history is surprisingly scarce. His only figure to date was a 2010 Collectors Club exclusive in the 3 3/4 inch O-ring format, a version that didn't look like him very much at all. That makes the new Classified figure a milestone. Fans are finally getting the Big Lob they've waited decades to see. As for what this will look like, one thing's for sure, Big Lob's coming straight from G.I. Joe the movie. Hasbro's not taking casting calls from random internet nobodies who are trying to insert themselves into G.I. Joe lore. So rest assured, Hasbro's making Big Lob. Not some knockoff Temu version that looks like Big Lob got cut from the team, blew out his knee, gained 50 pounds, gave up on life, and started doing bad Q&A stand-up with Pick Me Energy at Comic-Con. The G.I. Joe Classified series is about characters fans love, not about giving free cameos to people chasing attention. After all, this isn't Big Lob the Midlife Crisis Edition, it's the actual character that people want. Now the big question, how much love is really out there for Big Lob? All along, he's just been a minor background character in Hasbro's history. But with the Classified series spotlight, this could be his breakout moment. So would you add Big Lob to your Classified shelf? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. Next, here's what we expect for the H.I.S.S, a pared-down white and red version without lights. Then, include the Cobra Stinger's missile turret, which can attach onto the H.I.S. tank turret's back rail. If you've got the Stinger and the H.I.S., give it a try. It's ready to go. The H.I.S. should include a driver. The most likely option is a mix of parts and pieces from the H.I.S. driver and Snow Serpent. Now let's turn this over to you. The more you learn about the H.I.S.S, are you more or less interested? Are you planning to order any? We fully anticipate that it will be one of the most popular releases of the year when it debuts. And when that happens, will collectors who passed on the Snowcat feel like they missed out? Time will tell. The Arctic world of G.I. Joe Classified is just beginning to take shape. And anytime there's more focus on a theme, the better it is for the line as a whole. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. Next, here's a quick look at the remaining 2025 G.I. Joe Classified lineup. There are only 2 items left to reveal. And then here's our 2026 lineup, including some of our predictions. As part of our prediction series, we're sharing parts of our private list. These are figures we believe will join Classified by the end of 2026. It's speculation mixed with things we've learned along the way, and most of these follow the Hasbro playbook. Let's explain why these are good options for G.I. Joe Classified. And this week, we're going to shine the spotlight on Repeater. Repeater has all the makings of a surprise breakout figure in the G.I. Joe Classified line. Outfitted with a green tactical vest, backpack, light machine gun, knife, and pistol. He's a character that could be easily built with small parts reuse. Much of Saw Viper's loadout translates seamlessly to Repeater, making him a very practical addition to the line without cutting corners. Top it off with a repaint of Leatherneck or Sergeant Slaughter's campaign hat, and suddenly, you've got a figure that looks distinct, imposing, and ready for battle. What makes Repeater such a strong candidate is not just his gear, it's the overall presence. His design blends heavy firepower with a rugged, no-nonsense look that fans love. He checks the boxes for collectors who want a figure that feels fresh, while also giving Hasbro a cost-efficient way to expand the roster and fill out the mainline wave spots. In short, Repeater is the kind of classified figure that could easily over-deliver. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Next up, we have another unboxing and review of a G.I. Joe Classified figure, and this one's a recent release.
Oh, my favorite! Let's go!
He's here.
Darklon, let's go! I've been waiting for this figure for months.
Yeah, we all know that you love Darklon. Definitely your favorite figure, right?
Look at the paint apps on him. It looks even worse in person than it did in the photos.
Oh my god. Not even close. We are definitely on separate pages on this.
The chest looks amazing. The head sculpt looks amazing.
Yep.
The pants look atrocious.
You're talking only the colors, not the design.
I don't like the design
awesome
either. It's way too far off. It looks like they used 5 different colors of paint. Oh, forgot about my favorite part about all of this. He's got little like caliber rounds here, like grenade launchers on here, but let's check out his guns.
I think they're supposed to go in this Gatling
He's got
minigun.
a huge like laser rifle, whatever that is, but look at the holes. You think a bullet this big is fitting in there?
No, I know. And how would he get it in there? Look, there are a ton of flaws with Darklon. We don't need to get into that argument again.
One right here.
What, the whole thing?
Yeah.
I like this figure a lot. So, regardless of what Dex says, and he's entitled to his opinions, this is exactly what I like.
This is like a Final Fantasy sword. What are we doing? This is G.I. Joe.
That's great. Awesome. Yeah, it's a very nice looking sword. But in terms of Darklon himself, if you're a fan of Darklon from 1989, and let's say you grew up with him like I did, this is exactly what you would expect for Darklon. It's exactly how I wanted him to look.
You sure about that?
Yeah,
Look,
this guy's
pants.
wicked.
Switch those pants.
Okay, they could have designed the colors a lot better in the 80s, but this is where we are. We're getting what we got in the 80s.
It's
okay?
not retro line. Sometimes I get it. Yeah, you
We're
can
not
do that.
criticizing the choices that were made in 1989. But this
Sure,
figure,
you can do it like it was in the 80s. There's some figures where it's like, we did it in the 80s, it looks good, and there's some where it's like, we did it in the 80s, we scrap
let's
it.
take another approach. Does this look like Darklon?
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Okay, so you don't like Darklon. We've
No.
established that, but in terms of if you wanted to make Darklon, the classified figure, look like Darklon from 1989, would you say that they
You're saying
didn't?
people would complain if they switched the pants.
No, but I'm saying...
So switch the pants.
Okay, well, they didn't. So, if you were trying to make a classified figure of Darklon and have it look like the 1989 figure, would you not say that they did that?
What figure looks exactly like the original figure without any switches, the smallest change or anything? Not a single figure. There's some where they tried to make it look as close, but they still changed some things up. This one, they did the exact one-for-one replica.
Yeah, this guy's awesome, dude. Like, he's got a lot of size, he's got some heft, he's not just like a light figure here. I like him a lot.
The sword looks wrong line, guys. What is this?
I believe what you're doing is called nitpicking. Check
The
this
head
out.
sculpt here looks like the front cover of a Metallica album. It's G.I. Joe, guys. This isn't Cold Slither. What are we doing here?
This is so well done.
I think we should get to the ratings. I think mine will be a -4 out of 10. Last time it was a 4 out of 10. I think that was a bit high.
I think last time you did -10.
I was being generous then.
Look, if you're looking to get like the best Darklon you can, I would give this like a 10 out of 10 because
It's a gag gift.
Oh my god. I would say this is a 10 out of 10 if you're trying to go for accuracy. If you're bringing color designs from 1989 into the conversation here in 2025, you can go down that road if you want. The minigun, whether it makes sense or not, doesn't matter. Is awesome. This guy's a badass final boss type of figure. I'm impressed, and I'm glad he's as tall as he is, because Classified has been getting like shorter and shorter, it seems. Guys like Leatherneck who are like way shorter, and Mercer. Yeah, I like this guy a lot. So, you know, I'm just gonna give him a 9 out of 10. I mean it, 9 out of 10. It's a great figure. Anyway, let us know which side of the fence you're on here. Are you with Dex, that you just don't like what they did with this figure? Or are you with me, where you're more like, hey, I grew up with this guy. This is exactly the way that he was designed in 1989 for the most part. It's been upgraded a little bit. And overall, think this is great. I'm very happy with this figure, and he's going to be at the front of my collection. He's not going to be part of your collection. That's
Definitely
fine.
not. Definitely
this guy was
not.
for me.
That'd be an April Fool's gift if you gave me that.
Well, 2025 has been pretty good in terms of delivering some of my all-time favorites. You got Darklon and Crystal Ball.
Not for me. Not a single figure that I'm like, oh, it's amazing. Not a single one that's been released that I've seen in person yet. I'm like, this is amazing.
High standards over
Top
here.
20 G.I. Joe of all time.
If you're looking for feel-good nostalgia from the 80s, Darklon brings it, and this Crystal Ball is great too.
I think we need to make a Flint
Darklon.
apology video.
I think you do.
2025 is something else for this.
Well, that does it for us. This has been our Darklon unboxing and review. Quick one. Overall, I like all of this stuff. Dex, what do you think about like the dagger too?
You can keep this helmet. I'm taking that one and kit bashing
You can criticize a lot of things. We get a lot of really junky knives in the Classified series. Here we got possibly the best one ever, and I think even you would agree with that,
Yes.
Dex. That is a fantastic dagger. It is so well sculpted. And the sheath on his calf, it goes above and beyond. It's got sculpting all over it with silver bits here, and like most of them are just a black.
Sometimes they make nice guns and they just waste it on the wrong figures. They make good guns and good weapons sometimes.
So you like this weapon
and it's
now?
usually on. It's a good weapon, wrong figure.
Okay, so you like the weapon, you like the dagger.
Hate it.
Is that a good sword?
Yes, it's a good sword. Horrible sheath though.
What about-
this? What is this? Yellow. Here?
I like that sheath a lot.
What do we got? Yellow here or orange?
I
Whatever this
love
is.
it. It's great.
Looks disgusting.
What about this like rock star
That
type
one's
of
good.
barbarian
His helmet itself is
Okay,
amazing.
And the helmet on his head?
Amazing.
Okay, so
Take
the
away
color design.
Take
what
away,
are we doing here? This is
take
a
away
great
the
figure.
legs, the torso. The torso's all right, but wrong figure. Even then, it does not fit on him. Even if you change the legs to look the exact same as the torso, it still does not fit the figure. You need an all black figure of him where it just looks all like.
I would buy that. I would buy that. There are many different colorway designs of
clearly you'll
Darklon
buy-
that I would buy.
Clearly, you'll buy anything because we got this right here.
When it comes to a figure that stands out like this guy with this design and that helmet especially, whoa, that's a statement. I like this guy a lot, and yeah, I don't really care because I grew up with this, so I'm used to this ugly color. It is an ugly design. I don't care because this is all I know. That's why we have two different perspectives here. You got the 80s, 90s vibe here on my side, and then you
And
got
mine, the
a
correct.
brand new perspective. Like, you've grown up with G.I. Joe, but you know, this doesn't have the same meaning to Dex that it does for me. Let us know your thoughts on Darklon, because now you know ours. I mean, we've covered this to death. But now he's finally here, folks. It's a good day.
No.
And there you have it. You've made it to the end of this episode, and we really appreciate that. Thumbs up down below. And we would love it even more if you take just 1 second of your time. Make sure that down below you are subscribed to the channel. We ask that you do, because that guarantees that we definitely get to see you back here again next time. Thanks for tuning into Viper Island, your one-stop shop for all things G.I. Joe. When there's relevant news, we'll be here to discuss all of it, together with you. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, have a great day, and yo Joe!